the last class we wanted to work with. Now, the reason why we went for list is, well, I cannot keep on using my variables. I need to plan my memory allocation very efficiently. So I thought, okay, why can't we use advanced data types rather than going with the variables and defining small things into a single variable. So the problem with my variables was, for one student, I cannot store in 5 variables, which is practically not possible. And for 10 students, I cannot use 53 students, I cannot use 275 variables. That is impossible practically, because how many variables I can use, correct? Just because like someone is giving for free, it doesn't mean that we will be keep on using it, right? That's what we are doing. Just because we can create a number of variables doesn't mean that we have to keep on creating, correct? Now, that is one thing we had. So we went for advanced data type, and in the advanced data type, we actually have list, tuple, and dictionary. So rather than giving it to 5 variables like this, I was able to arrange it everything into a square bracket like this. And we know that it is called list. List is nothing but collection of elements, and it is main property is mutable, changeable. Once you create it, you can always change it. And we've seen an example, right? From Bangalore, I changed to Maldives, and from this phone number, I changed to this. And if I wanted to add another information, it was not working. Then I found out that there are certain functions that we can use. So we figured out append, insert, list, sort, reverse, pop, removes the last element. There is a remove function which can remove, right? And I remember that I've given you an assignment. Did you all try this?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Yes.
What will be the answer?
Remove the first 6.
The
Second,
first 6.
first 6 will be removed. Index 2.
Okay. Hope you would have tried this. Correct. Now, uh, people who did not have time to do this, right? We had 2 days. Day before yesterday morning, we covered this. And we are Tuesday morning, we covered, and today is Thursday morning. Correct. I asked you to just try this. In case, listen carefully, okay? I always believe in universe. Okay, there is universes always have something to give you back. I believe in that principle. In case if you did not have time to work on this single code, for you people is where coding will be difficult, because you're not spending time with that. So obviously it also will not spend time with you. As simple as that. Okay. The first thing which you need to keep in mind is, if you want to master something, you have to keep on spending time with that, right? So start practicing. Don't waste your time. The more and more you work with coding, and that's what you can always have a great career. There are a lot of other skills and technologies which is like we can do it without coding also, but that's not going to be strong enough to keep you in IT. If you want to be in IT, then only way is you have to keep on learning. And if you know one coding language, there's no one who can stop you in being IT. Okay. So please make sure that you learn one programming language effectively. And for that, you have to practice. There is no other go. You have to always practice, practice, practice. So please, whenever I give some assignments, please do it, because Python itself is a ocean. I'll not be covering like everything. Whatever is required for our data engineering, that is what we will be covering. Okay. So apart from that, we have clear, we have copy, we have count, everything we had. Now I'll go and take a new one. I'll go to home, take a new Python, rename it session 4. It's going to be tuple and dictionary. It's going to be 2nd May. Okay. Now, let me take an example now. A equal to S equal to Santosh. Maybe this is my height. This is my weight. This is my phone number. Or maybe this is my location. Right? Now we have this set of elements. Correct? Now if I go and see the type of 0, So type of is, I'll clearly get that it is a list, right? Now, this is all about my information, right? So in this information, tell me one thing. What is that one thing which can change and what is that one thing which will not change?
Name
Okay.
will
City.
change.
Your
City.
hidden name. Your
Okay.
hidden name will not change.
My name will not change. Okay. Maybe my height can change and maybe my weight can change. Correct? My weight can change and followed by the location also can change. Right? Everything is changeable, right? But if I take another one, K equal to KSR data vision. For people who don't know, KSR was introduced in the year 2017, and the main branch we have is in Bangalore. Right? Now, in this case, if you see, now obviously my name itself will never change. How will the company name will change unless and until there is some handover is happening? No, right? So you'll have to maintain the same KSR data vision. So 2017 is also not going to change. The home branch that we have is also not going to change. So in this case, I have to come up with some restriction. What is that restriction is? Here we have a list. So it is also like a collection of elements, right? And it is mutable. Now this mutable feature is where I want to change now. I will not allow to change the elements. There could be some of the instance in my case where I don't want the elements to be changed, right? I don't want the elements to be changed. In that case, which data type I can use? Okay, in that case, which data type I can use? Now that is where I got to know I can use another way of data type, which I'll give a small bracket, Now if I go and write type of yes, I did not run it, type of K it is giving you tuple. It is giving you tuple. Okay, now let's go and assign another word. Okay, so for example, imagine here also my role is trainer. So I'll go and give trainer. Now here also I'll go and give trainer. Here also I'll go and give trainer. Okay, so I've given trainer here, I'm given a trainer here. So if I go and give type of yes, it's showing list. If I go and give this, it is showing type of case tuple, right? So the first definition about tuple is, it says that similar to list, this is also collection of elements. Similar to list, this is also collection of elements, correct? Okay, the only other difference which I see is your list was actually enclosed in the square bracket. This is actually enclosed in the flower bracket, a small bracket. Enclosed in the small bracket. Okay, now we will go and try to change this. We'll go and try to change this. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so S of 4 equal to, I'll change it. By the way, I was talking about data vision, KSR data vision, which we started in the year 2017 in Bangalore. I was just saying that. Do you all know who is the director of KSR? Do you all
I do,
know who
Mr.
is the founder of KSR?
No,
No. Without
Mr.
even
Mahesh.
knowing all this, how did you join this course?
we only need you.
I think
Who
Santosh,
said?
Mr. Mahesh.
Hmm?
Mr. Mahesh.
Mahesh.
But in the Google, there is no details about data vision. Yes, data vision.
Is it?
Coding. Yes. I checked everywhere. Only
So you did
LinkedIn
not
is
find
there.
any
There is no
information?
website. No,
You will have it. You did not research properly.
Mahesh is the director.
Code
Bye-bye.
ready.
I think OT.
Yeah.
OT, sir.
See, for example, imagine I'm in your position, okay? I'm in your position as a student. If I want to join any course, first I will go and research about that institute. I'll see who's the trainers, I'll see who's the director, I'll see who's the founder, which year they launched it, well, like how many students have got placed, how the company is improving. All this I'll see, right? And you people are simply saying, I don't know. If you want to join any institute, if you want to join any company, you have to do a research, right? So you did not do a research. Yes or no?
I think Konda Bharti is a director
Okay, where did you find out?
in Zuba Corp, which gives details about listed registered companies.
Okay,
And Maheshwar Reddy, Desi Reddy is another director.
so we have two directors.
Yes.
Where did you find out?
It's in zubacorp.com.
Okay, very good. Okay, you told me directors. Now who is the CEO? Who's the CEO? Don't know?
I think Mr. Santosh.
No, no. If I was a
Santosh
CEO,
is
do you think
CTO.
I'll teach? If I was a CEO, do you think I'll teach? Okay. So I'm telling you all this because whenever you join an organization, there will be something called HR round. Okay. Usually you have a technical round one, technical round two, and HR round. So if you're going for an HR round, I will always ask you to be prepared for this type of questions. When did the company launch? What you know about our company? Who is the director? Who is the CEO? So please make sure you know all this. Maybe I'm asking you now, it's like for our institute, but in the real time, so whenever you're applying for any company, try to know and understand how the company is improving, how much they made in the last quarter, what was the quarter on quarter report. In case if they have a share, what is the share price on that particular day where you're taking interview. So please know all this. Okay, you're not just going and joining, you're just going to contribute to the organization. So it's very important to know about the company. Okay, now let's come back to the topic. Let's come back to the topic. Let's say here, my role is trainer here, and imagine I got promoted to senior head for learning. Okay. So in case if I wanted to change this, it is easily possible because 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So S of 4 equal to senior head of training, or let's say I'll just replace with head of training. Now, if I go and change this, if I go and show you this again, you can see that from trainer, it has changed to head of training, correct? It has changed. But if I want to do the same thing here, if I want to do the same thing here, K of, and you know what? Just like what you were accessing for the list or a string, the same thing you'll access for tuple also. In Python, if you want to access anything, it has to follow through a same principle called indexing, right? Indexing is the only way if you want to access the elements. Let it be list, let it be tuple, let it be string, it could be anything. You want to access it, you have to access it with the help of indexing itself. Okay, now let's try this. S of 0, sorry, K of 0. K of 0, data vision. K of 1, 2017. K of 2, Bangalore. So I was able to get. So imagine I want to get from this to this. So that means 0th position, first position, 2 position. So I need to give 0 colon 2. But 2 means 0, 1, 2. This position will be ignored. For that, I need to always give plus 1. So this is what I'm giving. So indexing is what we'll be accessing. But now the problem is, if I go and assign K of 4, if I assign K of 4, just like I was going to assign head S of 4, now I'm going to assign K of 4, but I am going to do it in tuple. This is a tuple. The one which is enclosed in a small bracket is tuple. Now let me go and run this. Now it is throwing me an error. It is throwing me a error, and the error is tuple object does not support item assignment. That means I can say that tuple is immutable. If you go and search in the meaning in dictionary, immutable is once it is created, you cannot change it. Once it is created, you cannot change it. And that is why I can see here the trainer has been already assigned and we cannot even change it. Now that's a major difference between list and tuple. 100% they'll ask this question, what is the difference between list and tuple? So you need to tell that list is something which can changeable at any point of time, whereas tuple, once defined, you cannot change it. Tuple, once defined, you cannot change it. And that is why when I'm trying to assign it, I'm not able to get it. Right? I'm trying to assign a value which I'm not able to get. And the another thing also which I'll tell you, at least in the yes, this S is nothing but your list. If I put AS dot star, okay, if you see here S is actually a list. So if I put star and if I press tab, you'll see all the functions that is available. Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse. All these are the functions which we have already tried in the last class. But if I go and give k dot, I can see only two things. What else I can do? No appending, not possible to append, not possible to insert, not possible to do anything. The reason is, first of all, your tuple comes with a property that once you defined it, you cannot change it. So if you cannot change it, why will you have insert? Insert will not be there. Why do we have append? Append will not be there. So something which does not even accept changes, why you'll have functions? So your tuple does not have any functions also except count. So count is what? You can just count it. How many times it is repeated, maybe how many times 6 is repeated, how many times 7 is repeated. Only this is what you can do. But apart from that, you cannot do anything else. Apart from that, you cannot do anything else. Now, this is the concept of tuple. Now you may ask me, when you use in the real time? Very simple. Something which changes in future. For example, my age, my height, my weight, my role keeps changing. So I'll go with list. Something which does not change. For example, KSR name, KSR, the year, launch year. So 2017 is where launched. That will never change. That is past. Right? So where we don't want changes, we can go with tuple. Where changes is really required, I can go with list. Is the concept clear? Yes?
Yes.
Yes,
Everyone?
Santosh.
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Okay. Now, actually, I don't see movies. Okay, I'm against that. And I think I've told you, if you're my previous batch students, I would have told you, I hate to watch movies. Okay. And the last time which I watched a movie is, I still remember, it was in 2016. Okay. So last time which I watched a movie is in 2016. And the movie name is MS Dhoni, The Untold Story. Have you all watched this movie?
Yes, Santosh.
Anyone? Okay. So this is the last movie I watched. After that, in my last 8 years, I've never been into theater, right? I have never been into theaters, okay? By chance, if they force me, someone forced me that, hey, this movie is good, this movie is bit of motivation and all, maximum I can watch in OTT platforms. Okay, Netflix, Hotstar, Amazon Prime, somewhere I'll go and watch. But going to theater and watching, even if there is a free ticket, golden seat ticket also, I'll never go. Okay, impossible for me to sit idle for 3 hours and watch movie. No, not possible, right? Now, but still I watch some of the dialogues whenever I maybe I have food, something, I watch TV, I'll have some dialogues. Okay, I'll tell you two dialogues. You tell me it was from which movie and what is the meaning of that movie. Okay. There is a movie in which there is a dialogue called, "If you are bad, I'm your dad." Which movie it is? I repeat, if you are bad, I'm your dad.
KGF.
KGF. Okay. Tell me what is the meaning for this. If you are bad, I am your dad.
If you are bad, then I am worse.
Okay, if you are bad, I am worse. Okay.
Worst, worst.
Worse. Okay. Is there any meaning? If you are bad, I am your dad.
I'm better than you.
I am better than you. Very good. Okay. There's another dialogue also. The school which you have studied, I'm the principal of that school. Which movie? The school where you studied, I'm the principal of that school. If you are mischievous, I'm even more mischievous than this. This is the meaning. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, on this.
Okay. Now, client is asking, I don't know what you will do. You have to go and change this. He's saying, I have to change this. I'm saying, sir, it's not possible. This is a tuple. Tuple, once it is defined, you cannot change it. That's what is the property of a tuple. No, you do whatever you want. I want this to be changed. I'm saying it's not possible. No, I want you to change. Well, now this is where I'll use my programming skills. This is why I said, if you are bad, I am your dad, right? I'm better than you. So if client is saying you have to do it, I'm better than you. I can still do it. Now I was thinking how to do it, right? Now listen carefully. I will change this now. It is not changeable actually. I'm trying to give k of 4. It's not changeable, but I should still change it. I was thinking what to do, right? Listen carefully what I do. We have this k. I'll rewrite it. Okay. Now I will rewrite it. K of 4. I'll change it to head of training. It's saying it's not possible. Okay. You know what I will do now? Listen carefully. I'll take k equal to, okay. This is a tuple, right? This is a tuple. Type of k is tuple. Now you know what I'll do? K equal to list of k. I'll change this tuple into list. Now if you see, now if you go and see type of k, it has changed to list. So initially it was tuple, not changeable. I converted this entire set of elements into list now. Now if you go and see print of, you can see that it has now changed to list. Now I will go and change k of 4 equal to head of training, like this. K of 4 equal to head of training. It should be 3, right? 0,
Yes,
1,
sir.
2, 3. It should be 3. Sorry. It should be 3. So if I go and give 3 here also, it should go and assign it, right? Now it has been assigned. Now I'll show you the print of k. You can see that the head of training has been done, and very simple. Now the type is still list, because list is what something line number 32 will work. Now after doing that, you know what you do? Change it back to tuple. K equal to tuple of k. Now you go and see k of type of k. It has become tuple. Now you print k. Now it has changed to small bracket with the addition. Did you understand what I did? They told me that it is not possible to change it. I agree that, but you know what? I'm better than you. That is what I'm telling my clients. Okay, I'll still do it. The way I've done it is converted that into list. Converted that into list from tuple to list. In the list, I can change it. I've changed it. Again, I changed back to tuple. So now the small definition changes. Tuple is immutable. Once it is created, you cannot change it directly, I will tell, because indirectly there is an option. I used my brain. I converted tuple to list. I know list I can change. I've changed it and then I have brought into tuple again. So in case if someone is asking, is it really possible to go and change the tuple elements? Just say that directly it is not possible. Indirectly, we can bring back into list, change it, again convert back into tuple. Are you all with me what I did now?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
If he was a normal student from any other institute, he would have simply said no. But what you need to people tell me, in case if it is possible to change a tuple, you need to tell me that it is not possible, right? Once created, it is not possible. It is immutable, but still there is a way to do it. We can convert that into a list, can change elements of the list and again convert back into tuple. This should be your answer because you're from
Kickstart.
Thank you. Now, this is all about tuple. Okay, we don't have we don't have anything to cover here because here it's only accepts two functions, just a count. We don't even use it, but you need to understand that tuple, it's similar to list. This is also a collection of elements. It is enclosed in the small bracket. Tuple is immutable. Once it's created, you cannot change it directly. When I say directly you cannot change it, but you have a way of doing it. Convert that back into list, change it, and then again change it back to tuple. And that's why I said, if you are mischievous, I'm mischievous than you. Client is saying you have to do it, but it's not possible. Well, don't worry. I am good at programming. I know the logic. So I converted back into list, changed it and changed it back to tuple. Okay. Now, this is fine. Now, this is what we have. List, tuple. So list is mutable. Tuple is immutable, right? We have seen this. Now let's go for dictionary. I'll tell you one problem with the tuple. This is a tuple. Okay, I'll tell you what is I'll tell you problem with both list and tuple. So I've been telling this again and again, and I keep repeating this. Whenever you are learning something, put a question mark in yourself. Why are we learning this? Right? If you have that question in mind, why are we learning this? Everything will become crystal clear. If you're like reading with forcefully, oh, I want to get a job, I want to get into a IT market, I want to earn more, that and all will not work. Just put a question mark. Why should I learn this? Right? That will give you the answers for most of your questions. Now here, I learned why we learned list, we learned tuple. Now we are going to learn something about dictionary. Now why we have to learn dictionary? You have to put a question mark now. For that, I need to figure out what is the problem that I have in list and tuple. Okay. Now, I'll tell you what is the problem now. Okay. I'll define one list which has the KSR information. Okay. KSR data vision. Followed by Bangalore. Followed by 2017. Followed by 14843 as of today. And 7540 as of today. And Mahesh. Now I've defined a set of information about KSR, and I'm actually storing in LST. KSR Data Vision Bangalore 2017 14843 7540 Mahesh. Now, I'll give you 1 minute time. Tell me what information I've stored about KSR. See, if you ask me here, I can simply say, this is my name, this is my height, this is my weight, this is my location, this is my job role. Like this, here also I'm storing some set of elements. Now tell me what this information is all about.
Is this placement record?
Sorry?
I think institution, where it is
Date of
located,
joining,
year of establishment, total number of students
employee
joined,
number,
how many people placed, and who is the coordinator, or Mahesh is the person responsible for that. I'm guessing.
Anyone else? Someone is saying that it's a total employee count. Anyone else?
Students and placements.
Yeah, okay. Number of students. Okay. Anyone else?
now one thing is you started with which brackets?
That is fine, whether it's a list or a tuple. I'm talking about problem in both. Either take a list or a tuple, both are a problem. But what is a problem? I want to know what is this 14843, what is this 7540, and what is this? Why is my name has been mentioned?
I think the data header is missing.
Trained,
Sorry?
number of students trained and number of students placed.
Okay. Can you tell me now?
There is no headers.
Now
So
can you
regarding-
tell me? What is this 2021?
Magesh, I don't know.
We can't guess. That's the problem with both of them.
Yeah, we cannot guess.
I have given you 2 years. One is 2017, and I've given you what is this 2021. What is this 2 years? What exactly happened?
We don't
So
have
the
time.
number of students joined
And
and
maybe the registered 2021, maybe the officially the company got registered.
Okay. Never ever used maybe. If you are confident, you tell me. No maybe, no guess, nothing here. If you're confident, you tell me. What is this 2021?
I think the year of establishment. Sorry, there is no thing. Maybe year of establishment.
Year of establishment 2017 is there, right? The year we started. What is
A new
2021?
branch.
Maybe turned into
New-
startup, like the got official confirmation like that. Yes, I mean,
Maybe
official establishment.
2021 we become KS Data Vision become Fortune company.
Okay. Are you sure?
That's what I'm guessing. I don't know.
Actually, it is difficult to say anything because it is
I
not
think
tagged with or aligned with any property something.
I think in 2017, KSR started with online courses, and in 2021 they have started their institute as well after COVID. It's my guess.
Then why Bangalore? Then why Bangalore? There is
Bangalore is the
office in
place where
Bangalore.
they've started the
Online
company.
everywhere can start, right? Why Bangalore? Online anyone can be started. There was a person who was
No, but
supporting me.
company has registered in the Bangalore.
If you want to start an online company, you need not I'm always a registered location, not needed. Not needed. A lot of my friends are like starting YouTube channels, Instagram bloggers, travel bloggers. Why they need a location? They'll keep traveling. That is what their work is. You need not have a location, right? If you want to start a company. Okay, let's come to the solution now. Yes, you're all right. I really don't know what is what. I really don't know what is what. It's very hard for guessing also. If someone is asking in this list number 38, can you give me the information like when was KSR founded? And the answer is I don't know. Why? Because there are 2 dates. One is 2021 and one is 2017. So what happened in 2017? I don't know. What happened in 2021? Don't know. And I was just thinking, okay, KSR is an organization. So what is this 14843? Is it number of employees or number of students? I don't know. Right? I don't know. Okay, assuming that let's it's number of students, then what is this 7540? Okay, can I say that 7540 is total number of employees? I don't know. Is it the number of students who got placed? I don't know. What is this 2021? Is it a year where KSR was been awarded as a best startup? Is it true? I don't know. Now all this I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. There is another one which we can use. The problem with tuple is, imagine that I want to access KSR founded year. And I can say it is difficult to access with index. The only way where you can access this is always going to be index. But for the first time, I'm stuck here because I really don't know what is this and what is this. And even if it is there, it becomes really hard for me to go and figure out which year and what is this, correct? Now, in order to overcome that, maybe I could have used like this: company, then location, Bangalore, then director, trainer. So I can keep naming like this, but still I will not use this. You know why? It still becomes a variable. This is a variable. So if I want to store KSR information, I have to store 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, because of this only, we actually went for list and tuple. But in tuple and list again, I have a problem is I cannot know what is what, right? So to overcome this, we have another data type, which we call it as dictionary. This Python people, Python who introduce Python, right? They're always very lazy. They don't even want to pronounce it fully. So instead of dictionary, they're calling it as dic. Okay. So this is dictionary. So instead of dictionary, they're calling it as dic. Now what is this dic? We will go and see. Okay. So now let's talk about dictionary now. So dictionary is again, let me define it. Dictionary is for storing in the form of key value pair. Let's see what is this key value pair. Okay. And dictionary is enclosed in flower bracket. Okay. Your list is enclosed in square bracket. Your tuple is enclosed in small bracket. Your dictionary is enclosed in flower bracket. And another property which can we figure out is always I need to have that capability to change it. So dictionary here values are mutable. So mutable means once defined, I can also go and change it. Can be changeable. Okay, can be changeable. Now this is all about dictionary. Now let's go and figure out how to do this. Okay, so D equal to start with the flower bracket. Here I have started with a maybe a square bracket is for list, small bracket is for tuple, and flower bracket is for dictionary. Okay, now let's do one thing. Now I need to go and assign the elements. Remember this, within this bracket, you can always go and give something called key value pair. So I'll simply go and copy this and I'll go and assign it here. Okay, and this is a company and this is a location. This is a director. This is a trainer. This is a founder. Okay, I have assigned a set of elements here. And the way I have assigned is, remember it, it's going to be key value pair. Key value, key value, key value, key value. And since here I've used individual variables, here I'll use in the same thing. So one separated by another, I have to put one comma. This comma, this is. This is, don't write comma here. For the last element, we don't have anything. Just don't go write it. So the way I have written is, it's actually key colon. Actually, it's not equal to. Equal to is assignment. Here I have to give colon. That's all is the way of defining the dictionary. Now key colon value. Now this is what you need to have it for your dictionary. Okay. Now let's go and enter this. Now let me go and look for type of D. You'll see dictionary. And if I want to print the dictionary, you can see that it is actually giving me the details along with what it is. Now this is where it is better than your list and tuple. This is where it is best than your list and tuple, right? So if I go and give print of list, it is giving like this. I really don't know what is this 1483, but now I know. Who is this Mahesh? What is this 2017? 2017 could have been still be number of students, right? I don't know, but now I know it is the founded year. Now dictionary gives you an additional information. What exactly is that value? What exactly is that value? So it is better than list and tuple, which was very raw format. Okay. Now let me take a small example now. This is fine. It's very big. So let me take a small example. Let's create a new dictionary now. D1 equal to flower bracket. And I'll take a car. The car is Creta. Do you all know Creta? It's my favorite car. Model Hyundai. Year. So I have to put one comma showing error because after the year, I mean before this, I have a problem. So it should be comma. Now it will work. Now this is a dictionary. Okay, if I want to give the same thing in the list, I should have given like this. Creta followed by Hyundai followed by, I should have given like this. Now you see print of L1 I'll give. This is how it prints. Okay, and I'll also give one more. I'll give T1 tuple 1. So tuple 1 I have to enclose it in just a small bracket. That's the only difference. Now I'll go and see print of T1. Now this is a tuple. This is a list enclosed in a square bracket. This is a tuple which is enclosed in a small bracket. And I also have a dictionary D1. Now tell me, all three are giving the same information, but which is more informative?
Dictionary.
Dictionary.
Because it helps you to understand what exactly is this, right? What is this? I know it's Creta, but it can even be a person name. I should know it's a car. So this is a maybe model. This is a year. So I need to understand. So dictionary gives you a better information. Okay. So let's go back to the definition. Yeah, it's called dictionary dic. As you see, the shortcut is dic. So that's correct. It is for storing in the form of a key value pair. That's perfect. It is enclosed in the flower bracket. That is also correct. The only one thing which I need to go and change is this values are mutable or not. Okay. Now let's go and get it. In terms of accessing it, this is a dictionary now. In terms of accessing it, D1.0 if you give, it is throwing error. D1 of 1 if you give, it is throwing error. D1 of 2 if you give, it is throwing error. But if I go and give L1 of 1, you'll get Hyundai. L1 of 0, you'll get Creta. That means your list and tuple are accessible with the help of indexes. It can be accessible with index. I can access it with the help of index. But in dictionary, I'm trying to access it with the help of index, it's not working. It's not working. Okay. So here, if you want to access your elements of dictionary, you cannot give the indexing like this. It will not work. Instead, you have to give the key. I want to know which car it is. So you give the key. The key is car. I want to know which year is. Simply directly give here. It will give 2013. Here it was very hard. I don't know what is this, what is this, what is this. But now I can access it with the key. So in dictionary, you cannot access with the indexing. So your D of 0, D of 1, D of 2, nothing will work. It will only work if you are giving a proper key. So please try to understand key, value, key, value, key, value. Okay, there is another way also to do it. Since your indexing is not the option here, you have a multiple options to get it. D1 dot, there's something called function, D1 dot, press tab. You can see that all these are the functions that is applicable for this dictionary. Right, so list also had a similar functions. Tuple did not have any functions because it has comes with a property that it cannot change. Now dictionary comes with more of clear, copy, from, keys, get. So there is one more called get. With a get, I can also get here. So both are same. Either you access it with the help of a key, or you write a function called get and you get the key. You'll get the value for that. Right, now this is accessing via functioning, accessing via function, built-in function. This is in dictionaries indexing. So never ever try to access it 0, 1, 2, it will not work. It's all called keys. It's all called keys. So in dictionary, you have to always access with the keys only. Are we good? Yes?
Yes, Santosh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I want to change it. I want to change it. So can I go and do like this? D1 of. So Krita is there, right? So Krita is a model. And we have a new model actually. Okay, Krita facelift model. There's a new model that was being released. Facelift model. The front face they have changed it. Okay. Now can I do like this? Can I do like
No,
this?
Santosh.
Now we should provide the value also, right? Only the key.
Yeah. So it has
You're not
assigned as
defining
a
the
new list. Okay. It will not work. It will not work. So we need to figure out how to change it. So in order to change it, first thing you have to go with is D1 of. I cannot go and give like this. I cannot go and give like this. Instead, I have to go and give the key.
Key value.
I have to go and give the key. Now, before running this, I'll show you how this looks like. It looks like car, Creta, model Hyundai, year and 2023. But after running this, it should be in quotes actually. Don't forget that. Now, after doing this, now if I go and give this, now from Creta, it has changed to Creta facelift. So that means I am able to change the value. I'm able to change the value. Okay. Now, okay. So it's changeable. Okay. From Creta, I've changed to Creta facelift. I'm visible to change it. Now, let's add few more details. Okay. D1, I want to add a new index. That is, I want to add a new key. Car is there, model is there, year is there. I want to add one more thing. Don't worry, we can do it. D1 of color black. Now, if I was actually writing in list, maybe I should have given an index, but here I'm giving the key here. Now I'll go and enter this. Now I'll show you D1. It has come as car Creta facelift model Hyundai here 2023 color black. Right? Now either you can go and assign it like this, or there is another way also. D1 dot, if you want to go with a function, there is a function called update. There's a function called update. So this dictionary, I want to update it. The way I want to update is within this, you have to give, within this I can give maybe airbags. How many airbags are there? Colon 6. So I can even go and assign it like this, or I can go and use it in an update function. That also will work. Now if I go and do a day 1, you can see that car is model, car is Creta, model is Hyundai. Here is 2023, color is black, airbags 6. Right? Now I want to remove this airbags now, or I want to remove this color. Okay, I want to remove this color. So adding I've done, adding the new key I've done. So I was like thinking, how can we remove it? There is something called pop. Okay, if I go and write it pop, let's see pop. So it's saying that pop expected at least one argument got 0. So if I want to pop it, you can give what you want to pop out. Pop means for removing. Pop is for removing. So I can go and say that if I go and remove the pop of colors, I've removed the black. Now if I go and give the D1, so D1 stands for, this is car Creta facelift model here airbag. So this color has been removed. So that means pop is actually for removing. Is it clear how dictionary is helpful? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, before you people ask question, I will ask question and I want you to try. Today's question, whenever you added a color, whenever you added an update, it is actually going in the end. Right? It is going in the end. But in list, we had an option to insert in between also. Do you remember that? In between also, I could have inserted it. Do you remember? How did we do that?
Yes, insert.
Yeah, insert. Yeah. So today's question is, I want you to find out, can I add key or value in between elements? I don't know whom you'll ask. You ask Google, you ask ChatGPT, you ask your friend, you ask your neighbor, you ask whomever you want. I want this answer tomorrow. Is that clear?
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. Another question. I was actually able to change from Creta, maybe the Creta facelift I've changed. So I was actually changing only values. Now the question is it possible to change key also? Instead of car, can I go and give cars? That's your question. Can I go and change this? See, inserting is also possible. I just need to give update, or I just need to give is a new welcome. But is it going to have a same? Is it going to possible to change key? I'm able to change the values. 2023, I want to change to 2024, means what I can do is D1 of year, I can change it to 2024. Now if you go and see here, D1, you can see from 2023 I changed to 2024. Okay. Similarly, I want to change the airbags. From 6 I want to go and change to 7. I can go and change it like this. Now if I go and give the D1, so I've changed from 2023 to 24, from 6-7 back to 7-7 back. I'm actually changing only the values, but I want to change this. Is it possible to change the key? That's your second question.
Santosh, I think we can change by using the value. Now we are using the key, right?
No, I'm using value now. I want to change the key. That's a question.
Yeah, we can do it like vice versa.
Yeah,
taking
find
the
out.
values.
Yeah, find out and tell me, is it possible? If it's possible, tell me, is it a possible directly or indirectly? I wanted to figure out. See,
Sure, Santosh.
again, I'm saying we are not here to master Python. We are here to learn Python for data engineering. So don't expect me to teach all the small things. I want you people to research. Just go and check whether it is possible, it's not possible, how to update it. If it's possible, find out a way how it is possible. Okay,
Sure.
so I want you people to keep on trying this. I have given you a fair idea why dictionary.
Yep.
The KSR's fundamental rules will give you all the basics. We will teach you how to do it. Post that, I want you to research and I want to solve this assignments as well. Okay, so this is all about list, tuple, dictionary. Any questions on the advanced data types?
No, Santosh.
Santosh, I have a question.
Hmm.
Can we assign multiple values to a single key actually? For example, in the last dictionary, what we described is like a car. In car, you have assigned only one value. Can we assign multiple values also?
What do you mean by multiple values?
For example, let's say you have inserted only Creta. If I wanted to add it like a Kushak or any other car name, is it possible?
I'm actually taking one record, right? So this is one record. For one record, one model, 1 year, one color, one airbag. This is like a one record.
Okay.
So if you want another car, you will have to write another time. Like you have to write another key
So
value
another
pair.
dictionary I have to define.
Yeah, another dictionary you have to define. If you want to work with multiple elements, that is again another concept is there where we can go and create as a table. So at this point of time, to access one element, you have to create one dictionary.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
Hi Santosh, quick question. So I've seen you using single quotes and double quotes while working with dictionaries. Does it really matter?
No, you can give single quotes as well.
Okay.
If you have attended the strings class, right? The first data type, string integer, I
Yeah,
would have told you, right? To
Yes,
go with
yes.
the single or double. It's completely your
Yeah.
wish.
So it's the same for the dictionaries as well,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It's throughout the Python, it's same.
It's the same. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So today is a fifth class, but fourth practical session in Python. Okay. So out of 20 classes, we have covered 5 classes. In the 5 classes, 4 classes was completely hands-on experience. Only the first day was like introduction and installation. Question to you, is Python easy?
Yes.
So far it is easy.
So far it is easy. We have already completed 5 days. No, another 15 days. Do you think it is difficult? In the first 5-10 minutes itself, you should be knowing how the movie is. You go and sit in a movie, the first 5-10 minutes itself, you should get to know how the movie is, correct?
Correct.
Then
It's pretty
now
easy.
you should be knowing what is the context, right? You should be knowing how difficult it is or how easy it is.
Pretty easy compared to other languages.
Right. But it's all about remembering the keywords, remembering about the
Practice
syntax
and
and all. Yeah, practice makes, I mean, really practice is really required, but yeah. So with that, we have covered the first day on introduction and installation, the second day on variables, the third day on data types, the fourth and fifth day, we have covered advanced data types. We can also call it as collections. With all this, we have come to end of today's session.